Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well and thank you for watching. So I am back and I am excited to show you what I did for Finally Crafting It. Remember, Finally Crafting It is a collaboration, open collaboration that anybody can be part of, and it's every third Wednesday of the month, and it is hosted by Tree Craft On and Kathy's Creative Crafts and more. And if you want to participate, don't forget to do hashtag Finally Crafting It. So when somebody does look for the Finally Crafting It, all of the videos can come up for everyone who participated. So I'm really excited about this open collab because it pushes me to use something that I have not used. So let me share what I used this time. So this is a die from, I'm not sure if I'm saying the name of this store from AliExpress, right? But I will write it down and I will link the video down below. All right, so this is from Panalisa official store. And guys, when I went back to my AliExpress on the past orders to check since when did I have this die that I have not used, it is from June 29th, 2023. So 2 years ago. 2 years ago that I bought this die and I had not used this die. And I guess by looking at all of the pieces, you can tell why I have not used this die. It is intimidating with really no instructions on how to put this thing together. And even if you play with it, I mean, some people tell you, oh, go ahead and just play with it. Yeah, but where do I start? Like, I don't know. And even if you look at a picture online, like when it has small pieces, okay, like what do I do with this one? Where does it go? Like, you know, so that is the reason why I did not use this die. And this is not it, guys. These are not all the pieces that you see here. Look at all of these pieces. So when you see a die with this many pieces, I mean, first of all, I ordered it because I really liked what it was going to make. But look at all these extra little pieces. So after I put my project together, I learned that all of these pieces are just extra pieces to embellish your project. And what is my project, you might be asking? Well, this is a vintage phone. A vintage phone that it looks really nice, but it's a vintage phone box. It's a set box, but it does come with a lot of pieces. Did I struggle putting it together? Yes. Did I look for a tutorial on YouTube? Yes. Did I find any? Well, I did, but it took me a while because I guess there's really no tutorial for this project, but eventually I did find. So the same store that sells these on AliExpress, they have their own YouTube channel where they teach you how to put it together. There's a tutorial. I'm a type of person that, you know, I like for you to talk to me as you're explaining to me on how to put things together. Well, for the video, you know, the person who is doing the tutorial does not talk. She just puts everything together. She does show you a picture of like, okay, you need 2 pieces of this one. You need 6. You need 1. So it does show you at the beginning a picture and it tells you how many you need to die cut of each one. But as she starts putting it together, she doesn't tell you like, you know, sometimes there's tips and tricks for when you put something together where she's not talking. It's just, you know, like a soft music in the background and she's just putting it together. So I did have to play, pause a lot of times. And then for some reason, I mean, I don't know if anybody has this die set out there, but like, for example, this one with the numbers, I guess the numbers are not supposed to really like die cut. It's supposed to just do the impression of the numbers. Well, I don't know. For some reason, there were times that I don't know if it depended on the paper, but it seemed like I used the same quality of paper both times. But the first time that I did it, like it didn't really cut out the number. But then the second time, it did cut out the number out. So I just didn't understand why with one cardstock, you know, it punched the number out, but not in the other one. And it wasn't the quality of the cardstock. I mean, I used the same type of paper, you know, so I was confused about that. But anyways, so let me show you the phone. So yeah, like I said, I like for somebody to talk to me and tell me like, hey, you know, do this, do that, or I don't know. So anyways, I will link down the video down below if you guys are interested, or if you want to see the process of how to put this together, even if you don't have the phone die, in case you're like interested in wanting to get it, you can kind of look at the tutorial first and then go from there, see if that's something you're interested in. So let me show you. This is the first phone that I did. And as you can see, this is the part that I really did struggle with a lot. Like, for example, this piece right here is this piece right here. So the first time I die cut this piece right here, it had this piece right here. And it didn't do anything to my paper. So I was like, okay, I guess I don't have to take it out. I did struggle taking it out. But then the second time when I did the second phone, it just die cut this piece, so I had a hole. So I'm like, oh, was I supposed to take that off? Like, I don't know. So I ended up taking it off, and yep, it worked. It didn't cut that piece. But it was so weird because the second time I used a thicker construction paper, thinking that, okay, maybe this one is a lot thinner. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it didn't cut through the thin part, why would it cut out through the thicker construction paper, right? I don't know. But as you can see, look, it did try to tear some out. I did struggle with this part right here, putting this part in there. Like, I don't know, it just looked weird to me, but that's what it looks like. And then the other part that was challenging was putting this piece, like these pieces right here, inside of this little row and gluing it and making sure it has little tabs all around. So that was one of the kind of hard things to do. One end was easier because obviously the other end was still open, so you were able to put in like a little bone folder in there, and you know, press on it, making sure that the glue sticks to both pieces so it can stick together. But then once you got on the other side, well, that made it hard because obviously this end was closed and you couldn't really press down on this side. So you kind of just, I don't know, had to figure it out. This is the hardest challenging part for me, putting this piece together. This is not that bad besides this round thing. And like it said, it is like a little box, but I wouldn't really maybe use it as a box. I mean, I'll just use it as a 3D decor piece. But if I was to send this to a crafty friend, maybe I'll put something in there. Like if I was to make one for a friend, I'll fill it up with something. But that is what it looks like. That was my first one. And like I said, these are all little like embellishments that you can use. You can layer. These are for layering pieces. So, you know, these are for like right here if you want to layer. But I decided to just keep it simple. See, this gives you a different design that you can do like for the sides. Like these are all just extra pieces for layering. And these are like mainly, maybe I forgot a few because you do need these for the phone right here. But, you know, these are like mainly the main pieces that you do need. These right here. These are just extra. So I separated them. So whenever I do want to use them again, I know which ones are the main pieces to form the phone. And then I can go from there embellishing, adding, or not adding. I hardly used any of those extra pieces. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so this is what my phone looks like. I did make a lot of mistakes, like I said, but I just tried and tried, you know, pausing the video and going back. So that was the first one that I made, and then here is the second one. So this is my second phone. As you can see, I embellished it with some flowers, butterflies. These are some of the stickers from the Dollar Tree that I had made, and I just added a bow that somebody gifted me a while back. So I figured that, you know, went along well with the colors on this paper. So this is what the second one looks like. Like I said, I didn't really use like all of the layering pieces. I just left it as is. I really like this paper, and I want all of those florals to show, and I want to be able to see them. So that's what I did, and I just embellished them, embellished the phone, like I said, with some, you know, embellishments that I had. Like I added some gold thread. You guys know I like adding gold thread to most of my projects, 90%, and then some like trim with leaves and just some flowers that I had in my stash. And then this little ring here, I had ordered that off of, I guess, maybe AliExpress. And I did use one of the little embellishment dies from the kit, from the die set. And I just put it in the center. So that's what that looks like. And I really like how that turned out. And then on the handle, I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave it blank, but I kind of didn't want to. I wanted to add something to it. So I found this little sequence little bow, and I just added it on the top. So I really like how it turned out. I was happy with my final project, how it looks. It does take some time to put it together. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just like a puzzle. Like, you know, you have to add little pieces here and there, figuring out where it goes. And the more you practice it, the more you put that puzzle together, the better you get at it. So yeah, I mean, this part right here, the box itself, it's not hard to put together, obviously. But this was a bit challenging, but it got better the second time. So maybe the more I use it, and then this part right here of the phone, that is challenging as well. That's like the hardest thing for me, this part here. But yeah, I think the more I use this die, I will get better at it. So don't get discouraged, guys. So if you ever order from that store on AliExpress, I've noticed that she has a lot of videos with tutorials on how to put things together. She also has a teapot and metal cutting die that I did order that one, but I didn't order it from AliExpress. I ordered from Temu. So, but it's the same die. So I'm going to follow her tutorial and see what that looks like. All right, guys. Well, let me know what you think about this die set. I really like the project itself, but it was challenging at first. I don't want to scare you. At first, the more you practice, the better you get at it. So I do want to continue, you know, using this metal die at least once every few months so I can get better at it. And I will link down the channel down below for the tutorial in case you guys have this die set, or in case you're interested in buying it. Look at the tutorial first and see if it's something that, you know, that you really would like to do before you order the die. All right, guys. Well, tell me what you think about this project. I loved it. I loved it so much. I'll probably be making a few more. So until next time, guys, it was fun. I love this open collaboration. Can't wait to see what everybody else created and finally used in their crafting room. All right, guys. Well, have a good day. Till next time. Bye-bye.